OMG Snowhead Temple.
Rib
Oh god,
cage.
what? Oh god, what?
It's snow ghosts.
I'm
You've
fighting
seen
them
these
with my
snow
butt.
ghosts. Why is butt like primary attack? You know, it doesn't bother me that the butt is an attack, but it does bother me that it's like the end of your combo, as if it's like the best part of your attack.
Yeah,
It's
right.
weird.
It's like the super.
Yeah, it's
cool
like
butt.
my ultimate technique, butt touch.
Oh my god, my next band, Butt Touch.
I'm pretty sure you already have a band called Butt Touch.
If only. Alright, I'm gonna fight you with my fists. Yeah!
Wait, does that mean that one punch is equally strong as the jump attack?
I think that's what that means.
Huh.
Alright,
Well,
well,
I guess that makes up for how extremely awkward it is to use.
yeah, I mean, the timing is really awkward. It's super slow, but it's really powerful.
Yeah.
Welcome to Snowhead Temple.
Do you see what I see?
Nope.
Okay.
We're gonna get a fairy now.
Plonk.
So, funny story, as a Goron, you can walk through fire and be fine.
Yeah, for some reason. Did they ever actually tell you that?
I don't think they do, no.
I don't think they do.
Oh, I don't have any arrows.
Hmm.
No problem.
Wait. You
What?
can spit at it, right? Use your other face.
But I want arrows.
I mean, yeah, if you get arrows, it's fine. But if you don't get arrows, then we're not screwed. You just use your bubble face.
That's true. That's annoying. So, here's a funny story about this guy here. You're like, oh, why don't you just get him from over there, Tek? Well, you can't, because all the holes
Yeah,
are
there's like a
actually
bunch
fake.
of invisible rock faces that keep you from shooting him in.
For no reason.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. Not a fan.
No reason. Yes.
Put on your Sunday face. Turns you into a sad midget. This is not the correct angle. Oh, maybe.
Popped.
Yeah, I can do that.
I don't know, I might be too far away for this.
Perhaps if you did it from... If you crossed the bridge and did it from, like, the ledge above?
Hey!
There you got it.
Look at
Put
that.
on a different face, but take off this one.
Great. And now I need the fairy face.
Weird noise.
I know, right? Yay, it's my one-ist one.
Yay, once.
Now I am a Goron again. Rolly, rolly, roll.
Moves.
He's got such moves. So, how did you like this temple, Vasco?
I liked it a whole bunch better than Woodfall.
Yeah.
Woodfall was garbage.
Yeah, I was actually expecting us to have a harder time with it, but it actually wasn't that hard.
Yeah, I mean, well, based on your description of, like, how you remembered this temple,
Yeah.
like, I understand why you thought that. But I don't know, like, there was some point where, like, we took, like, a short break, like, during the temple, and I was, like, looking at the temple map that we've been given, and I was sort of like, well, there's only, like, a couple of levels, and we've already been through, like, most of the rooms, just sort of, like, by going through the temple.
Yeah.
It's not actually that complicated. It's just...
Well, I mean, the thing is that I remembered it being a lot harder simply because I didn't know what... Like, we sort of ended up taking a path that was right. Oh, I guess I don't need that anymore. But I remember the path being a lot harder to figure out just because there's a lot of, like... You know, if you don't go the exact perfect path, then you end up backtracking a lot in this.
Well, yeah, but that's actually just true of, like, basically all Zeldas as far as I know.
I guess that's true.
Because, like, there's sort of, like, an intended path in all of them. And if you stray too far from it, then you just end up lost and have to, like, keep going back and forth until you find the correct way forward again.
Right.
Not that we did that the last time we were playing or anything.
No.
Real bomb chews are super gross.
They're really gross.
My question to you is why?
It's an excellent question. Money!
I hear the drama music, but the man is not close enough to you to breath you.
No, he's not. He's really not. I got monies. What's in the box?
I don't know. I don't remember this box. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. We did not get this box in the proper order last time.
No, we didn't. We got
Which is
it
why I'm
super-
here. Yeah, we found the dungeon
It
map.
seems really weird to me that this is the correct thing to do, though.
I know, right? Come into this room for no reason. other
Yeah,
than
for
to
like
get a map.
basically no actual useful reason.
Yeah, and the like enemy is a bomb chew.
Yeah.
Usually it's like
everything about that's a little weird.
Yeah, well, usually it's like kill these couple enemies and then it'll appear. This time
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, it's just kind of here.
Yeah, like you don't even have to
No!
kill the bomb chew.
Oh well.
In theory, you just open the box.
Welcome to the main temple room.
Right. Look, there's a bunch of planks. Shall we walk them?
Sure. Maybe one day.
Several of them have wedges. You can't really walk those.
No, you can't. Alright, so let's start by going down.
Reminds me of that thing in the game Full Throttle, where you had to like steal a ramp so you could ride your sweet like steampunk future rocket bike over it.
Full Throttle? I don't think I'm familiar with Full Throttle.
I'm pretty certain you're not familiar with it. It's the game that like my brother and I played, and no one else.
Oh, okay.
It's like an adventure game from LucasArts.
Oh, yeah, did you hear about LucasArts?
For the purpose of this conversation, no, I haven't. Just kidding.
Disney has shut down LucasArts, if you guys haven't heard by now.
I'm trying to decide if that's really a bad thing.
I mean, LucasArts, what have they done recently?
That's part of it, is that they simply, like, haven't really done anything worthwhile.
Yeah.
But I'm also sort of curious, like, even with, like, Sam & Max being picked up by Telltale, like, LucasArts was one of the big names in adventure gaming when adventure gaming had big names in it.
Right.
So, like, I'm wondering if maybe, like, Grim Fandango or something will now be a license that's up for grabs and someone can make, like, a sequel to it that, like, never would have existed before.
Oh, that's a good point. Or any of the old
or, like, any, like...
Like Day of the Tentacle or anything like that?
Yeah. Oh, man. Tim Schafer's totally poised to, like, make the next, like, Maniac Mansion game.
Pretty sweet.
That'd be so cool. I actually remember reading an interview when I was working at G4 from him, where he said that there's a point in Day of the Tentacle. Day of the Tentacle is technically a sequel to an NES game called Maniac Mansion.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, Maniac Mansion, like, the entire game is, like, playable on an arcade machine inside the game Day of the Tentacle. So the entire first game is in the sequel.
That's awesome.
Which is really cool. And he joked that, like, he wouldn't do a third one until he could fit all of Day of the Tentacle on the same game.
Which he totally could do now.
I feel like he could now.
Yeah, no
like,
problem.
With, like, Blu-ray discs or whatever?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Totally.
Yay, I did
You had to push that block to make a box.
Yay, we did it. Great job. Booty-dooby-doo. And then we chop these bottles for great justice.
You got all your stuff. Look, another box.
It's a key. Yay, I got a key.
Gonna spoil it for like 10 seconds from now.
Alright, we want to melt this. I think I'm doing all this in the right order. I watched your run.
Seems right so far.
To give myself a good idea of what to do. That didn't work. Well, that was weird.
Angle yourself more. This will probably do it.
And so but I'm not actually looking at my notes because I'm too lazy, so hopefully this is alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, we come in here.
This seems right.
Bring it, bring it. Bring it! Bring it, I said!
No, he doesn't want to. He wants to be friends. He wants to be eating you friends. Which is, incidentally, the same type of friends that Tek and I are.
That was badass, you see that?
No, I was looking at your face. It was funny.
Oh. Okay. Into this room we go. Look, more wolves. Who loves wolves?
You're spoiling all the things like 2 seconds before they happen.
Oh no, everything's ruined.
It's like you have some sort of weird premonition powers that aren't terribly useful.
I don't know what you're talking about. Bring it on, wolf.
Imagine if you saw the world, if you saw like the future, but like only far enough in advance that you didn't have enough time to explain it to anyone before it happened. Like how weird would that be?
That would be really weird.
It would be like super like unsettling.
Alright.
So is that also a bombable wall? It's all like cracked, but it's not. It doesn't look cracked in the same way that.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bombable. Speaking of which.
I mean, I know we can pick up bombs because I suppose we didn't actually need to buy bombs in theory.
No, we did for that box up there.
No, but we can pick them up now because we have a bomb bag, and there's like a bunch of shit that we.
Oh yeah,
there's
you're
like
right.
grass and stuff that we've cut.
Oh.
You have to time it more. Ball.
Wow, the blast radius on these things is huge.
Pretty good.
I found a fairy!
Good thing you found a fairy, because you were blowing yourself up.
It's fine. I didn't need health
I
anyway.
wonder if the blast radius on the bomb mask would have been big enough. I'm not sure we've actually tested its limits.
Well, I mean, we had to use the bomb mask to blow that door up, and it didn't blow up the box, so there's that. Yay! What could it possibly be? It's a boss key. Oh, I was wrong.
It's not a boss key box. Stop being silly, Tek.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, you want to touch that ice?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
You sure you don't want to touch the
I
ice?
have no desire. No desire. Okay, we're in this room now. We gotta shoot down this stuff. Bam. Oops. You have to wait till it stops jigging, apparently.
You're too ambitious. Stop speedrunning.
All
Instead,
right.
sequence break.
Okay, no problem.
Do you know how to sequence break anything in this game?
No.
Sequence breaking, for those of you at home who aren't familiar, is the process of like breaking the proper order of doing things in a game to skip ahead to a part you shouldn't be able to access.
Yeah. Because of the way that the timeline works in this game, there's really no way of doing that.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
Like, they make it really hard to do so.
I mean, I'm sure there's some way to do it.
Yeah.
Because, like, diehard fans will, like, always find some stupid tricks.
Oh, no, actually, there is a way to sequence break, now that I think about it.
Balls? What hit you just there?
Is it an icicle? There is a glitch that you can use to roll into...
Anytime you see that doily hanging off of nothing in the wall, there's a platform there.
Yeah.
Go on.
What's it called? There's a glitch for an area that we haven't gotten to. If you guys remember from an earlier episode where we saved an old lady from being robbed.
Yes.
So the robber is called Sakin, and he has a hideout.
Okay.
In an area we haven't accessed yet, and we're gonna have to go there to get a number of important masks. Have to do with his he's part of their quest line. Anyway, we have to go there, and there's a way to get into his hideout. Because usually you have to wait until the third day when he opens it.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch him like go into it.
You like figure out how he opens it or whatever.
Right. However, if you roll at just the right point, you can actually roll through it.
Like as he's doing it?
No. The first day, you can roll through the area.
Through a wall or something?
Yeah, there's like a crack between the door and the wall. And
Weird.
you can roll through that. And
Watch out for snow!
There's only 2 of them? That's weird.
Yeah, I remember there being more.
Alright, let's see if I can do this without a thing. You ready?
Without...
Yeah!
Oh, you're being attacked.
Oh god, and I'm terrible. They were like, no, face, it's awful.
Yeah. See, these are the dangers of playing around with other people's faces, kids.
Anyway, so you can roll in there, and you can actually use that area as a way to
get those masks or whatever.
Well, no, you can't get the masks from it because he has to be there in order for you to have.
What?
Yeah.
Lame.
But what you can do is use a special mask that you can only use in boss battles. Or in, like, enemy areas, like temples and stuff, you can put it on in there, and that allows you to... Then you can use the glitch to leave, and then suddenly you're this dude with this special mask. Yeah, so it's a way of, like, hanging out in the overworld.
I love that you can't jump with this face on. It's super cool. Like, don't you love that? Isn't that, like, a thing you really like?
It's great. Who needs to jump? Not I. This is how you solve this room.
Yeah, it's all about pounding the pedestals.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the name of my band.
Oh, yeah?
And also my first porno.
I remember that. It was awful.
I thought I was pretty good at it. Extra number 3. I have an interesting definition of involved in a porno.
This is hard.
No, it is hard. It's like weirdly hard though. Like it's really straightforward, but it just like doesn't quite work right.
It's hard because of the camera.
I mean that's part of it, but like the ledge is just also like weirdly shaped and sort of like registers you weirdly. At least there's a little like basket ledge there.
Yeah, if there wasn't,
it's so like out of place. I almost feel like they like didn't have that, and they're like, well, this sucks. This is boss.
I can't remember if I need to go in here first or go across first. Yes, I need to go across.
Yeah, across first.
Yes.
Spikes.
I can't tell you how many times I played this as a kid and fucked that up. Went off the edge because it didn't like happen soon enough.
Yeah.
Pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
OMG, it's a boss!
Yeah, I don't know, I gotta say in general, like, this game just doesn't have the same kind of, like, excitement that Ocarina of Time does.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I mean, in Ocarina of Time you had, like, so much shit. And, like, in this game, most of the shit we have is, like, the least exciting parts of the last game. Like, not just stuff we had before, but, like, the bow and arrow was never terribly exciting, whether you like it or not. I happen to just also not like it.
I love the bow and arrow.
And, like, the lens of truth, bleh.
Yeah. It's true.
Like,
I mean, I think the masks are supposed to solve
they're
that problem
supposed
for you.
to, but like so many of them don't really have like
Yeah.
active abilities.
Yeah.
Like if the masks like could straight up serve the purpose, like for example, when you use the Goron mask against the boss in this temple, like that's the coolest part of this game so far.
Yeah, right.
Like I really like that, but like most of the game doesn't really work that way for some reason.
That was really close. So this part is hard because he puts a dude in all these places, and if you're not looking at him right away, chances are he's going to shoot you before you have a chance to do it.
It's also difficult because like he just like shoots the ice at you while you're like trying to dodge him.
Yeah, which is also annoying. But the ice works in the same way that it does for the witches in the last game. It's
Yeah,
sort of,
it like hits the ground and expands
right,
outwards.
and if you hit that ground area,
it's
then,
very hard to dodge.
Yeah.
In that respect.
What could it possibly be? I have no idea.
Oh, I'm sure it's not useful.
Fire
I was
arrows.
correct.
They can be cool for stuff.
Here's the thing, though. They can't actually be cool. They can be useful, but like they're not exciting. It's not like there's some oil area where you can like light the whole goddamn place on fire or something.
That would be really sweet. You're right. What?
Like, it's sort of like that, but like that's sort of my problem in general. It's like, okay, like I got this thing that like isn't news to me, and like this so far at least the game hasn't really done anything new with it. It's like there's a frozen thing. There's a frozen eye on the wall in here. Shoot it so that it activates the switch.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the only new thing they do is kind of an old thing.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, you can melt, now you can melt ice areas.
Like, this is a sequel. I expected them to expand, and all they're really doing is, like, making more of the same.
Yeah. I guess I didn't actually have to do that yet, but whatever. That does that, you guys.
Hey, aren't you gonna do this stupid thing?
Oh, yeah.
This is fun. Oh, what thing are we talking about? Oh, use the worst item in the game. Hooray!
So you
Terrible
love this game.
jumping puzzle.
It's like your favorite?
I don't.
Of all the jumping puzzles, though, this is actually one of the easiest.
This is one of the easiest.
Because you don't...
But see, yeah, you can't grab those ledges, and the same thing happened to me, at least once, and it was like... It's just such like an unsatisfying way to be denied that. It's just like, oh, really? Like, I jumped in the right direction, and like, the jumping that I have very little control over just didn't quite work right, and so, like, I get screwed for it.
Oh, come on, give it to me. Thank you.
That is what she said. Oh, come on, give it to me.
Yeah, there are a lot of jumping problems in this game. But it's strange, though. They haven't really changed the jumping mechanics.
Well, yeah, I was trying to think about it, and like, I don't know why it's so much more frustrating in this game.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's really... The controls overall are largely the same as Ocarina of Time.
I'm making this jumping puzzle look a lot harder
Yeah,
than
it's
it
not
is.
actually this hard. It's annoying, but it's not...
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, you drank, like, 3 bottles of cooking sugar before you started.
Well, you know, I gotta get my daily buzz on.
I'm
Otherwise,
just
how am I gonna
saying, like,
function?
it's probably a factor as to why this is looking more difficult than it has to.
It's fine.
But, like, I was legitimately trying to figure this out, and, like, there's some areas of the game that seem to require more precision in the jumping. And those areas are certainly more annoying because they haven't improved the jumping controls at all, so more precision is just more annoying.
Right.
But for the most part, the controls are the same. I don't know why it's so much more bothersome. Totally worth it! Donk.
Why did he roll, asshole?
I don't know, every now and then he just doesn't roll. Again, jumping control is not exactly pristine.
Yeah, you're right. Alright,
so now we're in this room, so are you gonna use fire?
I'm gonna use all the fire.
Well, I'm not sure you can actually use all the fire. You used a lot of magic lens. Sad face.
Sad face indeed. Alright, so now I need... There's probably magic in here, right?
There you go. Arrows and magic. Just what you needed.
Die, please.
I do like watching the ice guys melt.
Pretty satisfying.
It is.
They're fucking assholes. I hate them.
They are really big dicks. And that one turns into a box.
What's in the box?
That's a great question.
No, I don't actually remember what's in the box.
I don't either, or I probably would have said.
I'm lying. It's a key. I totally know. All the little boxes with the gold trim are keys. Fairies are in the little boxes without trim. And then obviously the big boxes have special items. What's in here? Right, we've been here.
Yes, we have.
What?
But now, these frozen things that aren't next to torches are meltable.
Which one do I want to
Multiple?
melt, though?
Multiple melting.
I don't remember which one I want to melt. We'll go with this one. They might actually
just
be,
melt both of them.
Yeah, they might be identical. I'm just wondering which one.
Oh wait, yeah, this is the. I think right is the correct one.
You think so?
If I'm remembering this as the correct spot.
All right, we'll try right. What do you think of the music in this level? Oh, they're the same. They lead to the same place.
Well, yeah, but like this one, like starting from here seemed more correct. At least the way it's laid out. I don't know. It probably doesn't make a huge difference.
All right, now
Good thing you didn't miss.
Out of magic.
I'm sure there's some in those jars, but unfortunately you won't get them until next time.
Join us then.